What's crackalackin'? I'm Sebastian with DopeNerd Games, and today we're taking a look at Halo Infinite. This bad boy dropped in late 2021, and damn, it was a banger. Everything from the multiplayer to the campaign was solid. It wasn't without its faults, but let's jump to the present. It's currently spring 2022, 3 months later, and some new questions are starting to form. 1. Should you play it as a new player? 2. Should you return if you fell off? 3. Halo Infinite, has it dropped off? So, let's take a look at all the good, the bad, and let me give you my impressions, my verdict on how it is currently. Let's start with the good. On the good, let's talk about the multiplayer. The multiplayer is dope. I'm continuously amazed at how well 343 modernized it. It feels like a modern day shooter, but it contains that old school throwback Halo feel. That's a tricky balance. This is the best multiplayer has felt since Halo 3. It's been out for months and I still find myself jumping back in to whoop somebody's ass every week. The campaign has always been my favorite part of the Halo franchise. I was one of those that wasn't feeling the Halo 5 campaign, but the Halo Infinite is a different dish, and this baby was cooked right. I'm talking about all the seasoning, salt, pepper, everything. The narrative is solid and more straightforward, the exploration is enjoyable, and there's depth in the characters. Master Chief has never felt more human. The new AI, the weapon steals the show, but the grapple shot is the MVP of the whole game. Let's talk about the bad, and let's start with the campaign. The open world was a fresh and fun new direction for the Halo series. It needed some more diverse areas to roam though. When you're not inside of corridors, you're just in a forest area. A snow or desert area for you to explore would have been so dope. It's been months and the co-op mode is still missing. Playing the campaign in co-op has always been a staple of the Halo series, and it would have added a lot of replay value. 343 is working on this though. Now we gotta talk about some of the faults of the multiplayer mode. All the guns are dope and have a purpose except for the Ravager gun. That gun is terrible. I'm talking about straight trash. There's no redeeming traits about this weapon, and I'm surprised it made it into the game. It's also been 3 months since the game was released and we still haven't gotten any new maps or a Forge mode. There's also a lack of diversity in the current maps. Most of them feel samey. You have a couple of standouts, but they kind of run together a bit. So let's get back to the main questions at hand. Should you play this as a new player? Should you return if you fell off? And has Halo Infinite dropped off entirely? The answer depends on who you are as a gamer. If you haven't played the campaign, then you're missing out. This is some of the best Halo story that we've had in a long time. But if you're big into playing co-op games, then you might want to wait until the new edition is available. From the multiplayer perspective, there's plenty of fun to be had here, but if you're consistently needing new content, this isn't going to be the right game for you right now. Old players should wait until they drop new content in Season 2 to come back as well. Regardless of all its faults, this is the best installment in the Halo series in a long time. Halo Infinite hasn't fallen off, and this is a fun time to be had by all, but it's going to need a new dose of content to keep its top spot in the ever-changing landscape of shooters.